Good day, everyone from Sydney, Australia. Behind me is a Sydney Opera House. It's 3:37 p.m. Sunday, the 7th of June, 2026. It's a beautiful day today, as you know. Sydney Opera House can be better than this. Okay, so I'm here to discuss one of the article I had written a few days ago, about 4 or 5 days ago, and it was published this morning. The title is "You Were Born to Dream Without That Fear." It's a good topic to discuss today, especially behind me, Sydney Opera House. I had a good basically view here. So the most dangerous thing you can do is when you had a dream and it shrinks because it needed to fit inside other people's comfort zone. And for that, somewhere along the line, based on the reports or based on others' pressure to be realistic when it comes to lectures, social media highlights, reels, the quiet ache of unanswered messages, we were taught that hearing no is evidence we are unworthy, unprepared, and foolish. That lesson is a lie. The good news is, what is learned can be unlearned. What the brain has been conditioned to fear, it can be retrained and interpret differently. And for that, when we preemptively avoid asking, pitching, applying, or being creating because we anticipate rejection, we pay in a missed lives, or we say we miss an opportunity. And we settle for good enough jobs, for example, relationships, good enough jobs, or a creative output in life. We outsource our dreams to the approval of gatekeepers who were never meant to hold the keys of our fulfillment. For that, according to a psychologist, Mark Leary, he noted, and I quote as well, that while it is normal and adapted to care about relational value, intense or chronic fear of rejection often leads to people to avoid risk, whose potential benefits far outweighs the discomfort. And for that, the results is a slow erosion of possibilities, or many great possibilities. And through that, it can be related as well based on the research of Carl Dweck. Carol Dweck is a University of Stanford psychologist, and based on her decades research on growth and fixed mindset, she says that no in a growth mindset simply is an information about strategy, timing, that fit or being persistence in life, which abilities are not fixed traits later on. It has a potential for many potentials. However, according to her, fixed mindset of no is a verdict on your intelligence, talent, as well as your own worth or growth. And for that, um, people these days are relying on other people's potentials based on other people's stories. Again, I have a few examples of those high profile personalities over a period of time who made it, who became successful because of rejections that they had experienced in life. And due to the process of rejection after rejection and no, they became successful in life. And one example, his name is Colonel Sanders. We all know Colonel Sanders is a KFC founder, but before he became a KFC founder, he experienced 1,000 rejections from different potential investors, and which later on he had a break and became, at the age of 65, became a founder of KFC, as we all know now. Another one, his name is Stephen King. Stephen King is a best-selling author. He was rejected 30 times by many publishers, and he even threw the manuscript in the trash or in the garbage bin or rubbish bin. And for that, his wife found out, and she fished it out. His wife fished it out of the rubbish bin, out of the garbage bin, and instructed him to resubmit the manuscript. And which later on, it turns to fruition, and he became Stephen King, one of the best-selling author of all time. Another one, her name is J.K. Rowling. You all know J.K. Rowling. Through her manuscript, she wrote the Harry Potter. She was rejected more than 12 times, or more than a dozen times by the publishers. And later, one of the editors' 8-year-old daughter loved the first chapter of her manuscript, and the rest we all know. The history um, became uh, one of the best-selling author of the Harry Potter. And another example, his name is Michael Jordan. We all know Michael Jordan, Chicago Bulls, the greatest Hall of Famer basketball player of all time. Basically, um, he was cut from the basketball team, a varsity player basketball team, And he later said that I missed more than 9,000 shots in my career. And he told everyone that he failed over and over and over in his lifetime, which later became a way for his success in life or success in sports or basketball. Uh, we learn how to practice the way the dream becomes success in life through using fear as a potential or using dream as a tool for further experimentation in life. And for that, we need to eliminate. We don't need to eliminate fear entirely. We learn how to live through it in a way that can be manageable. How do we manage that? Through practicing normalizing or validation of our life. For example, changing our mindset to become to use that kind of mindset that every single rejection is universal. We all go through that. Every single no and rejection hurts. However, if we change our mindset to use that kind of thinking to as a rejection as universal, then we became attuned to it and we learn how to live through fear. And for that, we also need to practice deliberate micro rejections, or what we call desensitizations. We need to, as well to use cognitive reframing, or what we call self-compassion. We need to celebrate the ask, not just the outcome. And we need to protect our energy and our environment. That's another way of practicing it in order to live or manage our fear. We also need to iterate ruthlessly in a way that in every single no, there's always a clues. In every single no, there's always a potential for opportunities in life. Again, we dream like you've never been taught to fear the word no. We pitch the idea, send a message, start a business, write a book, as we speak. Ask for what you actually want in life, actually, what we want in life. We ask ourselves. And for that, that opens the flow of opportunities. And for that, the no you fear is rarely the end of the story. More often, it is the beginning of a better chapter you could not have written if you had never heard about it. Again, your dreams are waiting on the other side of rejections. You have been avoiding over a period of time. Walk through them is another solution for that. We walk through fear. And for that, the life on the far side is worthy of every single no that it took to get there, or that it took to overcome fear. Again, I'll think of something that will be more insightful and more highly impactful in the next day or so. Again, the quotation that I'm leaving to you guys, the word is dream like you've never been taught to fear the word no, is another stepping stone for us to live in a purposely driven life and a successful life later on. In every single fear, in every single overcoming fear, there's always potential for opportunities, potential for experimentation in life that can lead a success in life. Again, have a great day to all, and I'll think of something that will be highly impactful in a day or so. Have a good day to all, and again, it's a beautiful day here, and it's sunny Sydney, Sunday, Australian Eastern Standard Time. Behind me is Sydney Opera House. Talk to you guys later. Bye for now.